we're going to roll right into Black excellence. Thank you. And I am the guy who's going to actually pay tribute this week. As many of you will be hovering around your television sets on Sunday evening, watching the final episodes of the hit series Pose, we at He Said, thought it might be fitting to pay tribute in our Black Excellence segment this week to the pioneer that made it possible for a story like Pose to be told. Our tribute this week is to a pioneer named Willi Ninja, known as the Godfather of Vogue, a dance form with its angular body movements, exaggerated model poses, intricate mime-like choreography, and color characters that he helped, ladies and gentlemen, move from the New York club scene of the 1980s to concert stages around the world, and still happening to this very day. Willi Ninja died on September 2nd, 2006, in Queens, New York, at the age of 45 from AIDS-related heart failure, according to the New York Times. Born William R. Leake in Flushing, New York on April 12, 1961, this 6'3" frame made him a captivating presence. Willi Ninja came to prominence as one of the stars of Jenny Livingston's award-winning 1990 documentary, Paris is Burning, that chronicled the drag ball scene that had originated from African-American communities, especially Harlem, in the 1920s. He began dancing at age 7, and by the early 1980s, he was voguing in Washington Square Park in Greenwich Village at the drag balls throughout Harlem. Willi prided himself on being a clean, sharp dancer with swiftly moving arms and hands, and he was deeply inspired by the martial arts, hence his adopted name, Ninja. As the mother of the House of Ninja, part dance troupe, part surrogate family, he became a New York celebrity known as much for his quick wit and sharp tongue as for his darting limbs. His ensembles, a coat made of braided synthetic hair, a suit jacket with a pair of Doc Martens, I know you all are familiar with that, boots, also turned heads whenever he went, and he called his look severe. Willi Ninja took his moniker from the martial arts inspired movement at which he excelled. He was a pioneer of the club dance form and popularized it along with the balls through voguing competitions and realness impersonation parodies. Through Livingston's film, though, Willi Ninja introduced the mainstream to the culture of houses, collectives of dancers and performers like the House of Ninja, the House of Extravaganza, the House of La Beja, the House of Revlon, the House of Infinity, the House of Aviance, and the House of Milan, and the mothers who nurtured and looked for members for their own houses. In reaching out to the gay youth of color in its prevention work, the Gay Men's Health Crisis launched the House of Latex, which held an annual ball that became one of the organization's best attended and most anticipated events. An androgynous, self-described butch queen, Willi Ninja taught voguing in Europe and Japan. He walked the runways for Jean-Paul Gaultier and Terry Mugler and danced in many music videos. He also performed in works by choreographers Doug Elkins, Dave Newman, Carole Armitage, and is featured in the dance historian Sally Summers' documentary, Check Your Body at the Door. He also taught models how to strut, giving stars like Naomi Campbell pointers for her careers. His body of work influenced the chart-topping anthem Vogue, performed by Madonna. He worked with the socialite Paris Hilton, whose red carpet sachet has since become her signature. And in 2004, he opened a modeling agency, Eon, Elements of Ninja, but he never gave up dancing, appearing in television series like America's Next Top Model and Jimmy Kimmel's Live, dripping and dropping in various clubs, when he could before he passed away. I recall Mr. Keith Boykin, CNN political commentator, New York Times bestselling author, and former White House aide, who recognized Willi Ninja's social stature and influence in a blog in 2006 that said, "If you don't know Willi Ninja, you should know Willi Ninja." Boykin further wrote, "He helped to influence Black gay culture and left a lasting impression for generations to come. Emmanuel Xavier, a poet and performer, responded to Willi Ninja's death by recirculating a poem called Legendary. Ever heard of that? From the Bullets and Butterflies, queer spoken word poetry, which he initially wrote to honor Pepper LaBeija, another star of Paris is Burning at the time of her death in 2003. This is how the poem went. There are gods among us in these ghettos, so black, so fierce, so black, so beautiful, so brown, so fierce, so brown, so beautiful. Watch them carefully, though, and say your prayers as they enter the ballroom. Angel wing feathers decorating skin, recrafted over silicone and martyred colors. An old friend of Willi Ninja said, whose name is Archie Burnett, said that if Willi Ninja ever saw someone doing something on the dance floor that he loved, he would walk up to them and say, "Ooh, child, you are fierce," okay? And that was the highest form of compliment that Willi could give you. I'm going to close my tribute by saying I had the opportunity of working with Willi Ninja in the early 90s when I produced one of my first shows for DIFA, the Design Industry Foundation for AIDS. And I was a newbie to it. And Willi Ninja and I had to choreograph a fashion segment that included the House of Ninja. I was on pins and needles, but Willi Ninja came up to me and said, "Ooh, boy, you are fierce." And so it has made my day. So, ladies and gentlemen, he said team would like to honor for our Black excellence this week none other than the one and only Mr. Willi Ninja, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, guys. Indeed. Thank you for that. Yes. Thank you.
And I have to say, on the first episode, on the first season of Legendary, I thought the House of Ninja was unbelievable. Those cisgendered women carried his name and his legacy to a place where I still think that the children are trying to catch up on that show.
Wow.
DeMarco, what you know about Vogan? You belong to a house?
Yes. Back in, I believe it was 2012. It was 2012 or 13. I think it's 2012. I went through the whole process, and I've been house over Garcon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, yeah. They're doing well on Legendary right now. Okay.
Okay.
They're doing well. Okay,
yeah.
DeMarco.